welcome back to the channel. And today we are going to be in cold September and we're going to be taking a close look at two very nice Town Hall 11 Lalo triples. Both of them are going to be completely different styles of Lalo, but both of them are going to be exploiting what I like to see in these Town Hall 11 bases for Lalo, which is the dead spaces in between walls. So a lot of people are using dead spaces at all Town Hall level to try to throw off pathing, I guess, especially for something like bowlers, yetis, pekkas. You know, the dead spaces can be really effective in throwing those off. However, if you take advantage of those dead spaces, you can create some really insane Lalo and Hog triples, and that's what we're going to be taking a look at. So the first one is going to be on base 26. We're in a war against Kronos. Not my favorite clan, so I'm just going to not speak about it. But anyway, we're going to get into the planning here. So base identification is always the first thing you want to start off with. And when I talk about dead spaces, I'm talking specifically about this one. There's one here, but it's not really exploitable like the top side. And I'm going to show you exactly how Cali goes about exposing it. So if I mark off this dead space with red, so we can kind of highlight it because these walls are terrible. If you look here, in either direction, you have a very good L shape for your Lalo. And it's going to be important because what Cali's going to end up doing is taking out pretty much this entire side with a queen charge. Now, you mark all that out and you look at the L shape that we formed. Well, the base actually formed it itself, but if you look at that L shape, you have very good Lalo pathing. You have an air defense on this corner to anchor a hound, and an air defense smack dab in the middle to anchor your second hound. And then on the back end, is if you can get through all this with a good healthy size of loons that are all topped off, this backside will fall no problem. And Cali's going to do exactly that. Also on this base, excellent recognition here, realizing that Lalo was definitely the way to go on this base and not hogs. Cannon, let's say everything in here is down, including this bomb tower and all this. Cannon, archer tower, mortar. All these bases, or all these defenses, Slammer's just going to terrorize them. There's going to be nothing to stop that Slammer. There's nothing really at Town Hall 11 outside of an air defense that's going to do enough damage to stop a stone Slammer. So very, very good recognition here on how to exploit this dead space, because as you can see, as the Slammer passes around here, there's nothing to draw it into the middle. So even if there's some defenses left in his core, the Slammer is not going to go there. It's going to keep following this L because defenses in the walls have lined up that pathing for us. So what Cali is going to end up doing here, doing a really nice funnel down south, good funnel up top, bringing in the queen, funnel down south, funnel up top, bringing in the queen. Going to be very patient with the healers to make sure they get the best angle. Going to come in here, drop a jump spell to give the queen access to everything inside this base. Now, a little caveat to this attack. If you're at Town Hall 11 and you're planning on using a jump spell for a queen charge, and a queen is going to be in there for a while, and you're expecting her to clear out multiple compartments, please, please, please bring a max jump spell in your clan castle, because that Town Hall 11 jump spell just doesn't do the job. But clearing out that part of the base with the queen charge, bringing in the stone slammer to clear everything up to here, you could see you could fly in a hound with loons coming in. Hound's going to tank, going to end up dying. Next hound comes in, is going to fly across this base. More loons coming in. All the loons follow this perfect pathing. Everything meets up in here. And once everything meets up, there is nothing to stop that Lalo from working on the back end. So it's going to be a pretty heavy queen charge because they are asking a lot out of their queen. It's going to be 4 rage spells, I believe. It's either 3 or 4, and then 4 haste spells for the back end, which is plenty, especially with this pathing, because the haste just, when you have pathing that is this tight, the haste just hits every single balloon. So let's go ahead and watch the replay. Very nice attack here. I think some things kind of go wrong, like I said, with that jump spell, but it's going to get more than enough value out of the queen charge to make sure the pathing is set up correctly. And that's all you're really looking for. You're looking for, certain value inside the base. You have the enemy queen, you have the eagle artillery, you have 2 ground expos. I don't know when Town Hall 11 started using ground expos as their meta, but once you get all that core down and you get the queen and the eagle down, you're really not looking at much base left for something like 17 loons plus the slammer and two hounds and a warden. It's pretty easy base to lalo after this queen charge goes in. So we get a nice early rage. Queen's going to stay topped off going into these expos, and enemy queen staying out of range of the queen. So Callie's queen right here is just being very smart. Second rage goes down. Gonna smash that enemy queen. Gonna smash this expo. Queen's gonna jump up top now. Gonna get this air defense down. Minions are already working on the town hall. Get that third rage down. Queen deals with the king. Now at this point we're hoping that queen would go to the eagle, but she's not. Now look at this slammer value. Enemy CC comes out. Early poison, get that loon. Look at the slammer. Still pretty much full health. Bringing in the first set of loons. More minions down just for time purposes. Always good to get those minions down nice and early. Queen's going to have to phase. Eagle's still causing a problem, and that jump has wore off. So now we're going to have to deal with the eagle on the back end. Mine's a Tesla farm. Things get kind of hairy here because the queen couldn't get in there because the jump wore off. Again, bring that max jump spell. But max loons coming out of the slammer. Hounds tanking and pulling all the traps. Huge group of loons here with the warden ability. Double haste. Gets the eagle. And everything's dying. And this is all because of that dead space. This dead space right here made this attack possible, because it kept the loons just so grouped up and tight going through this base that just with good lalo skills, good base recognition, it's a very easy triple. As you can see, queen's still alive. Loons cleaning up at 6. Minions, had a ton of minions coming in early to avoid the time fail, because lalo, of course, is one of the easier attacks to time fail with. But not going to be an issue here. Great attack, Callie. Nice base recognition. The next one we're going to be looking at, I believe, is base 25. Coming from Unborn with it's kind of like a Sui Lalo, more of a Electron, but same principles kind of apply. Going to be exploiting this dead space here. So just by marking off that dead space, you can already start to see you have an L on either side of the base. Now you do have base up here that's kind of throws off your pathing, but you still have heroes, you still have, your Electron in this case, to clear off a bunch of that base. So we're not too concerned about the pathing until we've decided where we're going to use our healer or our heroes and our slammer. But I mean, really good pathing here for loons. Now, what's going to end up actually happening is there's going to be let me get down here. It's going to be a hero Sui. So, I don't know exact placement, but king is going to run this way. Queen's going to come in here, clear out, all these little corner defenses. And then I believe the Electron comes in for the eagle. So setting up really good pathing. I think this attack had a wall breaker in it. I'm not 100% sure because I don't think it was actually used. I believe, if I was going to try to wall break here, I would try to wall break my queen in for that Inferno at 6. Try to get that Inferno down. Electron into the eagle, because the sweepers on this space are leaving that eagle exposed from this direction. So if king clears all this out, queen clears all this out, use the wall break probably get the Inferno down, clear all this out with the Electron. Let's go ahead and look at what the base would look like. Let's say the Electron clears everything here. King clears everything here. Queen clears everything here. Now, exploiting that dead space has now led us to perfect Lalo pathing around the base. And I also believe that this sweeper goes down to the Electron, which makes it even better because you don't have to fight the sweeper, but I'm not 100% sure. But even if the sweeper doesn't go down, you know, you're looking at loons, hound, loons, 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 another hound, everything kind of coming through. The pathing is really tight, especially through this little channel, this channel of defenses here. So, you know, haste, 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 kind of gets you around the base in the perfect pathing that you want. Everything moving together. Good warden ability, you know, expo on ground here, so you don't have to worry about it. These two expos should go down to the Electron. Eagle should go down to the Electron. Queen, sweeper. At the end of the day, you have this really tight pathing because loons obviously only target defenses. So this dead space has made it to where we're going to ride that L shape that is formed by cutting off the core of the base and then trimming the outsides. So again, base recognition is always where you want to start off. You don't want to look at, you know, exactly where defenses are. Look at the walls first, kind of get a good picture of the layout and find out how you, if you can exploit the layout from the get-go, then you can figure out the defenses. Some bases you can't really exploit the layout, then you got to start looking at where you can get the defenses down. But in this case, Unborn is going to do a very good job of exploiting not only the layout, but the setup of the defenses. So we'll get into the replay. I'll kind of pause and show you where we're at. 3 hounds, 27 loons. Big, big Electron here. Only 1 clone. Doesn't need more than that. This king is going to get crazy value. Queen's already down at 6. Going to use a couple loons. Try to get in there. Not going to get the mortar. That's fine. Pulls a Sam. Now this is where I think the wall break could have, or should have went in, because the king is going to clear everything here. Finds a Tesla. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they did use the wall break. Nope, no wall break. Not sure what it was for. Blimp coming in. Gonna avoid this sweeper. Finds a baby and a witch. Nice poison. Sweeper pushes just on the corner. Not gonna be a huge deal. Free spell. And then that clone. Look at that clone. Look at these E-Drags. Clearing out this base. Everything's chainable. Taking advantage of these expos. Look at this. Using that dead space. Using the heroes. And using that Electron. Made it all possible to clear all of this. Look at this Lalo. I mean, with the wall break, this would have probably went down, and it would have been a lot more of overkill. But we have 3 haste, 1 freeze, warden ability, and a heal, and we're talking about, you know, this wizard tower here. Let's go blue. This wizard tower here is going to be shooting a hound that's on top of this air defense. This wizard tower is also going to be tanked. You have another wizard tower next to another air defense. So you have 3 hounds, so there's going to definitely be a hound on this air defense. Everything that targets air is going to be shooting at this. Wizard tower here, probably going to be tanked on a hound as well, but even if it's not, you know, you have the warden tome probably for around the area. You're not dealing with the eagle, so you can save the tome for as late as you need. And then big heal spell, maybe a free spell. Probably just going to swag some spells here, though, to be honest with you. Got some support loons coming in from up top. Wizard tower's tanked on that E-Drag, then on the hound. Now look at these. He's still got a hound in the bag. Everything's tanked. Another hound coming in, tanks the Tesla farm. unfortunate that loons didn't path right up there. I'm assuming this is a fresh attack because these loons end up, he gets so far ahead that he ends up doing like a double-sided Lalo, finds the tornado. I think only one hound has popped at this point. Still got the warden ability. Probably going to go ahead and use that. Maybe not, just swag spells and a warden ability. Man, this was crushed. Still one Tesla though. And that super wall breaker tries to freeze these hounds. Still full health. Jesus. Sometimes you can overkill a base so much that you'll just time fail because of it. Very nice attack from Unborn. Again, just exploiting the layout of the actual base itself, not just the defenses, where's the queen, where's the eagle, just exploiting the actual layout of the base and then figuring out the best place to use troops to take down those key defenses. And that's exactly what we saw there. So very nice job for both of those. Perfect examples of, being patient with your Lalo, setting realistic goals for your troops. And if you're going to bring a super wall breaker, use it. If you're Town Hall 11, make sure you request a max jump spell when you're relying on that jump spell to get you your value. Other than that, great job, guys. Trying to bring you content from every single Town Hall. The next time I cover in cold September, we're going to be looking at some Town Hall 12 triples. And then we have an MLCW War on Sunday. So I'll be doing the recap for that as well. So plenty of content coming from plenty of different clans. You guys make sure you show some support. Give me a like. Give me a comment, a follow, something. I'm working on a Twitter. I'm going to try to get everything rocking and rolling. Big shout out to my wife for setting this all up for me. I'm actually doing the easy part, just commentating on Clash of Clans attacks that, in all honesty, it's pretty easy when people are just crushing bases like this. So keep it up, guys. Thanks for following me. Show some support. Share it to your friends. I'll catch you next time.